Mr. Wonderful has to ask the question to the fellas and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders out there. I have to ask the question because you know what? The sneaker culture has changed throughout the years, especially when I first entered the game. I mean, now we have YouTube. Now we have sneaker content creators out there that bring us these early looks. And for some fucking reason, they get tons of views for delivering these early looks on Jordans or SBs, you know, shoes that haven't even released yet. But my question is, why would you tune into that fucking garbage content? Why would you want to kill the excitement that you have about a shoe to get that early look on it? Whatever happened to purchasing the shoe yourself? Getting that shoe in hand because you know what? You liked it. You saw the picture because the pictures are always leaked. I mean, even before the game has changed, they were always leaking pictures about shoes and basically giving us the lineup when it comes to the up and coming year. But yet you still want to tune in to these so-called sneakerheads that deliver you content. I'm not going to say us, you content, because you're the one that actually tunes into that garbage. But why would you want to kill your buzz, right? Why would you want to kill your excitement about getting that shoe in hand? Seeing that shoe for yourself rather than seeing some schmuck that one paid an astronomical price for, or two, so-called got it so early, right, from someone who knows, and who knows it's even authentic, but to kill your buzz and show you that shoe on their YouTube content when it comes to their sneaker channel. I don't understand that, but you know what? When you're tuning into Mr. Wonderful, right, you might be tuning into some older shoes, maybe some newer shoes that just maybe haven't, that barely dropped maybe within a month or so, but you're still getting a beautiful delivery from the real, the authentic, the one and only Mr. Wonderful, because you know what? Mr. Wonderful is in the fucking factory to bring you beautiful people out there, the fellas, and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. Another Floyd's pickups. And in the words of the great Scott Hall, you know how I always give it to you. Hey, yo. Floyd CHAVEZ here, and as you can see, I'm in the FC Csneakerfactory. And you know what? Since we're on YouTube, let's go ahead and take a survey. So how many people are out there actually, after me going through that whole fucking promo, came to see an early look on a shoe that you think that I paid an astronomical price for? Okay, calm down. So that means the fellas and those beautiful ladies out there, right? You're all tuning in to see Mr. Wonderful give you an amazing delivery when it comes to promos, because you know what? Mr. Wonderful cuts fucking promos like no other. But also to give you, that's sitting to my left, a beautiful unboxing. We'll go ahead and go back to that survey at the end of this video. But you know what? Like I always mention when it comes to the Floyd's pickups or when it comes to the sneaker profiles, YouTube is my fucking pedestal. And when it comes to the sneaker genre, it is my fucking playground. Whoa, I play around and I play around with tons of shoes, as you can see behind me, right? And right here, I do got a beautiful shoe that I'm actually really excited to unbox before you, and also an amazing shirt to go with that shoe. But first, to top it all off, right? This wonderful DVD that I picked up on eBay. And this DVD right here, this DVD that I must say, it takes me back to my youth, and it takes me back to my BMX days, because you know what? I absolutely love this DVD that I'm about to unbox before you. But also, I have it actually on just a regular flat out DVD, but this one is a Blu-ray, and it is a special Blu-ray edition, and I will be giving that person a special shout out that I purchased it on eBay. But before we even touch on any of that, Mr. Wonderful, you may be asking yourself, Mr. Wonderful, where you're going? You're always looking so damn amazing, and whenever you drop a video, you're always going somewhere. And you're right. So I actually have to go run some errands, beautiful day to go run some errands. So Mr. Wonderful said, you know what? I must get dressed up, right? not dressed up, but dressed nice, appropriate looking, because you know I always come appropriate when I'm in front of the camera. Never looking like shit like some of these other people out there that drop content. Excuse me. Well, there's also people out there in the sneaker YouTube genre, right? They know how to dress, and you know who you are. But myself right now, as you can see, looking amazing. I'm actually rocking some long sleeve, but look at that beautiful watch. This is the G-Shock 6900, the Hideki, the John Mayer collaboration, but this is the all-white joint right here. Beautiful, but as you can see, it does have some nice blue and red hits on this watch, but mainly it's all white. So gorgeous watch, but I felt like this watch would go perfect with this outfit, and I must say, Mr. Wonderful has killed it again. So, as you can see, you do got that Kith pocket tee long sleeve shirt. This is a nice bluish color, but I am rocking some nice rag and bone blue denim to cap the fit off. Obviously, the icing of the fit will be the shoes, but I feel like this is just an amazing fit. So, when it comes to Kith, if you ever purchase anything from Kith, just to let you know, like the style of clothes is always going to fit everybody differently, right? Not everybody is built like Mr. Wonderful. Some people are fat, some people are skinnier, some people have more muscles than Mr. Wonderful. So therefore, I always recommend, if you purchase something and it just doesn't look right on you, go get it altered, right? I mean, do something about it. Don't just put it away and be like, one of these days I'll wear it. Get it altered, make it fit your beautiful body, right? Because that's how Mr. Wonderful does it. I always take my clothing, especially if it's a really nice piece, and I'm like, man, it doesn't look that great. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go take it to my beautiful lady, my tailor, and have her alter it to my body, and therefore it's gonna look fucking amazing after that. So just a quick suggestion for you fellas out there, especially if you want to look good for those beautiful ladies. Especially the beautiful ladies that watch my content. Oh, my cheerleaders, you know how I feel about you. But here we go. Let's go ahead and go into this unboxing. The first one, like I just said, and you know what? Let's rewind. You see the fucking thumbnail. So you know my thumbnails will never lie to you. It's a Floyd's pickup. I'm not sure what week we're in, but it is a Floyd's pickups, and the boxes that you see are the boxes that I'm about to open. So there's never trickery right here. There's never false narration when it comes to the words below the thumbnail. Never like a 10K unboxing and just to get the views. Floyd, Mr. Wonderful's not all about that. But here it is. Let's go ahead and go into this beautiful unboxing. As you can see right here, eBay pickup, because you know this is how eBay always does it. When you get your packages, you always get some crazy boxes. But this one right here, this one comes from Mr. Ted McEntry. Sorry if I butchered your name, but this comes from the beautiful state of Seattle, Washington. Seattle is an amazing state, and it's always a great time when I go out there and go hit up, the fish markets, right? Go hit up the first Starbucks. It's always a great state to visit. But Seattle, Washington right here. So his eBay name, though, he goes by Sol Max Lenny. So let me spell that out for you. SOL Max MAX Lenny LENNY. So I appreciate you. Great delivery. And it sounds like it's been beautifully packaged. But let's take a look at this together and let's see. And you know what? On this one, I can still leave that positive feedback because it hasn't been that long since I purchased this one. So let's take a look at this together. Just like I said in the beginning of the video when I was going into the lineup that we're about to unbox, this one definitely takes me back. Beautiful. I love it. A lot of bubble wrap, so that's always a good look. Just to keep this DVD safe and intact. So, like I mentioned though, this movie takes me back. It takes me back to my youth. Great time. BMX was on the rise during this time. I mean, I want to say it was the hype because I remember going to school, going in the library, and there was actually magazines, like BMX magazines, that were just dedicated to BMX. And now, I mean, I want to say all those magazines were just, they went down, they closed down, they no longer do that. It was just a great time in the 90s when BMX was really popular, and BMX bicycles were really popular. But this shoe, I mean, this DVD actually came out way before that time frame. But Mongoose, Dino, GT, Redline, just to give a lot of shout outs to those main companies back then, were just huge, right? BMX, the bikes were just extremely expensive and pricey. And of course, Mr. Wonderful had one at that time growing up, but now I have a few in my collection that I just really love and occasionally ride from here and there. And that reminds me, I do got to make a YouTube video on my bikes that I have in my collection, but also a reel on Instagram. So definitely got to get that out. I just got to stop being lazy and get those bikes cleaned up and let them shine bright in the sun, especially maybe during this summer. But here we go. The Movie Rad. So this is just beautiful packaging. This is obviously Mr. Wonderful always does it when it comes to his DVDs. Limited edition run when it came to this one. But here we go. Rad. Love this movie. If you have not seen this fucking movie, I suggest take your ass and purchase the movie somewhere. Amazing. I'm sure you can even watch it on YouTube. But just a beautiful casing when it comes to this movie. Oh, and of course we got Bill Allen. Oh, and the beautiful Lori Loughlin, right? She was stuck in some drama, right? Some stuff that I'm sure she wasn't proud of a few years ago. But she's still gorgeous and she's still beautiful. And she still holds a close piece to Mr. Wonderful's heart. Oh, especially in this movie. Ooh, wee, baby. Looks amazing in this movie. But gorgeous. I love the casing on this one. Brand new. Never been open. Definitely got to watch this because this is definitely in that Blu-ray digital quality. So I can't wait to watch this. But great pickup right here. Very happy. We'll be leaving that positive feedback because, one, it's intact and it's in brand new. And it was a pretty good price. I didn't pay too much for it. So very happy about that. Now, let's go ahead and move on to this next one. This one is actually a clothing piece that I cannot wait to open right here. I was really hesitant on opening the shoes because I was just like, I don't really have a clothing item to go. I mean, I'm sure I have something in the closet to go with this shoe, but I was just like, you know what? Let me wait on opening this shoe. Obviously, I haven't told you yet, but this is a retail pickup when it comes to the shirt, but also when it comes to the shoe. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, it was just one of those pieces or a shoe piece that I wasn't really in a hurry to open. I wanted to see the quality, right? I saw the pictures. I wanted to see the quality in hand. I wanted to see the beauty of the colors in hand, but I wanted to wait till I actually got a clothing piece to wear with it. And it so happens that, maybe a month later, a clothing piece did come out, and it just goes perfect with this shoe right here. So here we go. Clothing piece came from in this packaging, and it came from Kith. Okay, so sometimes I get clothing in boxes when it comes to Kith, and other times I get it in plastic. It just varies. Sometimes I buy more than one item and it still comes in plastic, but sometimes I do purchase one item and it comes in a box. So go figure on that, but as long as it's intact, I'll be happy. And it's just a clothing item, so I really don't have too much to worry about that. But let's take a look at this piece. I didn't use the X-Acto knife on it because, one, I didn't want to cut into the item. But let's take a look at this piece really quick. And Mr. Wonderful will be delivering the short, but also the reel on Instagram. But yeah, so this is okay. So Kith did a Monday drop. In case you're not aware, you don't follow Kith, or you're not in tune with the Kith lineup and drops and stuff like that. They typically do their Monday drops. So when it comes to their Monday drops, they always have like some type of theme or something that's coming out, whether it's a fucking candle or whether it's a whole t-shirt lineup or whatever. There's always something dropping. So this one, I saw it, right? I always get the email letting me know what's coming up in this Monday drop. And sometimes I'm excited about it, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes it's just like easy pass. But this one, when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not too excited about it. But then when I actually looked into the shirts, I was like, you know what? I got the perfect shoes to go with that shirt. So this is the Kith Tokyo Boro logo tee. This is in white. I typically try to stay away from white shirts because I just don't like how they get dirty obviously so quick, but also how sometimes when you wash them they just don't come back the same. But this was only $65, so not too bad, but after taxes, after shipping, it's like somewhere around, the $80 mark. But let's take a look at this tee though. I love this tee. Gorgeous tee, simple, right? Not nothing gaudy, nothing too crazy. But gorgeous tee, the all white right here. But there you go. Look at those patterns though. I want you to pay attention to those colors. You do got that Kith kind of that looks like stitching, but you do got that nice yellow, that nice green, and then a kind of like a mint, not a minty green, but a green and a lightish green. You do got that blue, and then you do got that red hit just below. So there's 3 colors in there. I feel like that are amazing, and I just love the pattern. Simple pattern, definitely a summer piece, right, for the summer. And obviously we're in summertime now, so this is going to be a great piece to put out. So let's keep that in mind. Keep those colors, that style right there in mind when we open up this shoe right here. So this was another Kith pickup. Actually entered the raffle, got the notification, right, that I won the raffle, and I was able to purchase the shoe, okay, through Kith. So thank God for that. But I kind of have a bone to pick with Kith. I shop with Kith quite often, right? A lot of my content, a lot of my Floyd's pickups, a lot of my reels have Kith t-shirts in them. I feel like I established myself a long ass time ago because I was fucking with Kith very long time ago when the salmons, the rose golds came out, the first ones. I've been with them for a very long time, so I feel like I should be getting a lot of those raffle wins, and I do for the most part when it comes to Kith items. But when it comes to those Travis Scotts, I feel like I should be winning those as well. So Kith fixed that for me. I really appreciate that. Obviously, I'm rocking your gear, and I'm always looking so damn amazing doing it. But right here, let's go ahead and take a look at this box though. All right. So this is the first time that I got from Kith a huge ass box like this, and this is just one pair of shoes. All right. I don't know why it's packaged this big. The shoes, from what I know, are not very big at all. So I'm just kind of wondering why, but we'll take a look at it together. We'll see if there's some sense. Maybe this was the only box they had to put the shoes in. I don't know, but you know what? At the same time, I got to give it up to them. At least they gave me nice packaging where I'm not worried about someone basically kicking in the box and taking my shoes. So that is a good thing. So I must say, even though it's really big and it doesn't need to be that big, at least it's great packaging. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. So you do got a lot of nice tissue paper in there to keep the package secure. So let's take a look at this together, and then I'll let you know what I think. So great packaging, a lot of tissue paper, but let's take a look at this first of all. So here we go, another Kith, right? Another Kith receipt. So this is the Kith Frank Lloyd Wright New Balance, size 10.5. Purchase price on this, because this is just a retail price, so I can let you know that. But this was $220. But remember, after taxes, after shipping, it goes up quite a bit after that. So, but this one I'm really excited to get this one in hand, right? I'm really excited to actually unbox this. So just to let you know, when it came to this, the Lloyd, right, the Lloyd project, the Frank Lloyd project, There was two shoes. There was two shoes that were available. I could have picked both, put raffles for both shoes, but there's really just one pair that I really wanted. And the reason why I picked this one particularly was because I like the colors a lot more, but I like the materials a lot more. When it comes to Kith collaborations with New Balance, Asics, Adidas, whatever, the quality is always amazing. I just want to say maybe the Diadoras, there was always problems with that, but I'm thinking that was more Diadora's fault. It wasn't Kith. And I haven't seen a Diadora collaboration with Kith for quite some time because I know they had a lot of issues with those collaborations when it came to the shoes. But when it comes to New Balances, they're always made with great quality, always made with great materials. This one right here, particularly, the reasoning why I picked this one, and I'll show you in a little bit, but I felt like the best materials when it was out of the two. The shoes were very similar, right, in colors. One was darker, one was lighter. One had more smoother suede. One had a little bit more shaggy suede. This one that I bought was the one that had more smoother suede. So let's take a look at the box though first. Beautiful box. I've never seen a New Balance come like this, but obviously this is what we want to focus on, right? The 998 Kith, 10.5, of course. But obviously they're gonna probably have to do something different because this is not your normal Kith New Balance collaboration. This also has Frank Lloyd right there on it. So Frank Lloyd Wright. So let's take a look at the box. Let me open it in front of you so you guys can all get this because I haven't seen this shoe in hand. I haven't watched any videos on it. I don't do that. And I would hope you guys wouldn't either. If you really want the shoe, just fucking buy it. Buy it. If you like it, perfect. Move on, right? Instead of killing the buzz about the shoe and not being excited because you already seen tons of fucking videos on it, like just go buy it if you really like it that much. But here we go. Beautiful tissue paper, right? Love it. So far, the design, very well put together. But here we go. Let's take a look at this beautiful shoe. Oh, gorgeous right here. Gorgeous shoe. Beautiful materials. But here we go. Gorgeous, right? I love the colors. I love the beautiful colors on this. Look at that. This is what really drew me to the shoes was this beautiful red suede right here. But there's the greens. I want to say this is kind of like a bluish color right here. Gorgeous though. I love the materials. Look at that. And I'm not going to go too much into the shoe, but just a gorgeous shoe. But I must say, Mr. Wonderful always does it right when it comes to his... Oh my God, dude. I know. I sometimes surprise myself when it comes to the styling of certain stuff, but that one, beautiful shoe. We'll be doing a profile somewhere down the line because Mr. Wonderful has tons of shoes to pick and choose from to drop his profiles, but gorgeous shoe. Let me know how you feel about that shoe. I'd really appreciate that in the comments because obviously I ask these questions but get very little comments. I don't know why that's the case, but it's funny because when it comes to Instagram, I get tons of DMs, but the DMs do not reflect the followers that I have, so that makes no sense to me. I get tons of DMs, but yet my followers are way below the amount of DMs that I get. Ridiculous. And another thing, when it comes to YouTube, I don't understand it either. You see the sneakers behind me. I'm constantly representing, constantly dropping profiles, dropping pickups, and the reflection of the subscribers does not account for any of that. But you know what? I always say the battle continues to go on. And it's not who's winning the battle at this current time, but it's who emerges from the war, the victor. And you know what? The battle continues to go on with Mr. Wonderful. But at the end of the fucking day, you will see the fellas and those beautiful ladies. You will see exactly who the fuck is Mr. Wonderful and who are all these other fucking wannabes when it comes to the sneaker genre. I appreciate you for tuning in, for supporting the FC Csneakerfactory, because you know what? You are supporting a true fucking sneakerhead that's been in the game, been in the business for 20 fucking plus years. blood, sweat, and tears to accumulate what you see behind me. The FC Sneaker Factory. And you know what? It's not one particular fucking shoe when it comes to Mr. Wonderful. It's a whole variety of shoes. Asics, New Balances, Yeezys, somewhat, Nikes, SBs, Jordans. Oh, I have a variety of shoes. And I'm not just barely jumping on the New Balance train because I've been on that train so far, so fucking long ago. So I'm not even about any of that hype. I've been on those shoes for a long ass time. So you know when you come across Mr. Wonderful, you get the real deal. But like I mentioned though, I appreciate you for stopping by, for taking time of your busy day. Because you know Mr. Wonderful takes time of his busy days when he drops content and delivers you beautiful content and a beautiful delivery. But you must be asking yourself, Mr. Wonderful, what is that smell? What is that smell, Mr. Wonderful, that beautiful smell that you come across? Well, if you smell something, that's us. Because we're the stuff. And you know what? Surveys just came in. One more for the good guy. And you know what? If you're asking yourself, well, why should I be tuning into you? What makes you so fucking special? Well, as you can see, all the shoes behind me. But if you continue to ask yourself, why? 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 Because I'm Floyd CHAVEZ. Why? Because I'm Mr. Wonderful. Why? Because I created this fucking channel. Why? Because the sneaker game is my bitch.